Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another edition of Balanced Bytes. I'm super excited to be back with you again on today. We are going to be starting a series called The Power of Intentional Goal Setting. So, for the next few weeks, we're going to do a deep dive into goal setting and why it's important for you to be intentional when you're setting your goals. And of course, we're going to get into some actionable strategies that you can implement to help you to set intentional goals, but not only that, achieve them. So, before we dive in on today, you might notice something a little different. I did a thing. I did a thing. I saw this strawberry blonde filter on TikTok and was playing around with it the other night and absolutely loved what it did to the way it looked with my face. I just love the way it looked. And so I decided to give it a try. I did not achieve the brightness that I was looking for because I did it myself. However, in a few weeks, when it's time for me to color again, I will go to a professional and let them do what they do best and get me to that really bright strawberry blonde color that I want for the summertime. So, anyway, enough about me. Let's go ahead and get into what we're going to be talking about today. First of all, and setting and achieving goals has really become synonymous with success, right? So, whether it is from advancing in our careers to cultivating meaningful relationships, as well as pursuing our personal passions, goals really serve as kind of a compass that guides us towards our desired destination. It guides us towards that grand vision that we have for our lives. But in the middle of all of the hustle and bustle of everyday life, it is super easy to lose sight of the deeper purpose behind our goals, as well as the impact that they can have on our overall well being. So, entering the scene is intentional goal setting. What this is a transformative approach to goal setting that goes beyond traditional methods that help us to align our goals with our deepest values, our aspirations, as well as vision for that fulfilling life we desire. So, unlike setting goals based solely on kind of external expectations or those societal norms, intentional goal setting really invites us to embark on a journey of self discovery, of clarity, and purpose, right? It empowers us to set goals that not only propel us towards success, but nourish our soul, nurture our well being, and honor our authentic selves, right? And I'm sure I'm not the only one. We've probably all been there where we have looked at society, we've looked at other people in our circle, we've looked at people who we consider to be successful and desired that and set our goals based solely on that, not really asking questions. Does that really that goal or that life or whatever the thing is really align with the life that I want to create for myself? Does it really align with my values as a person, as an individual? Does it align with my life's purpose, what I'm passionate about? So today we're going to explore intentional goal setting as kind of a roadmap, if you will, to success and well being. So, over the course of this series, we're going to dive into some of the foundational principles of intentional goal setting. We're going to uncover the benefits of setting goals that are aligned with our vision. And we're going to discover some really practical strategies for cultivating balance and wellness along the way. Not only that, I'm going to introduce you to my signature program, the Visionary Action Lab, which is a transformative experience that's designed to empower you, right? It's designed to empower you so that you can achieve your goals with clarity, confidence, and compassion. But before we dive into the focus for today, which is kind of like understanding the foundations of intentional goal setting, I definitely want to introduce to you my new workbook. It is called the Visionary Action Plan Workbook, and it aligns with, it's kind of like a mini version of the Visionary Action Lab program that I have. Obviously, in a workbook, it's kind of difficult to go as deep as we go in my program. But this is, if you are listening today and you're wanting to start setting your intentional goals and really aligning them with your vision, then this workbook is absolutely going to get you started down that pathway until the next cohort of my signature program opens up. Right. So if you're interested in learning more about the workbook or grabbing your copy, just drop workbook in the comments and I will be happy to share information on how you can purchase that. All right. Now, let's talk about the foundations of, or the foundation of intentional goal setting, right? We're probably in one of the most distracting times of history, right? The world that we live in is filled with endless distractions. We have competing priorities all around us. And so setting goals can often feel like it's a very daunting task, right? We're bombarded with societal expectations, we're bombarded with pressures from external sources, as well as kind of our own inner doubts and fears that make it challenging for us to really identify what truly matters and where we want to direct our energy and our focus. Because one of the things that I always say is where focus goes, energy flows. So it's important for us to, in the middle of all this kind of chaos that we've got going on, to be intentional with our goal setting. And intentional goal setting really kind of emerges as this beacon of light, right? Providing the clarity and purpose that you need in order for you to achieve the things that you really desire. So, at its core, intentional goal setting is more than just identifying what your desired outcomes are or what you want to achieve. It's about aligning our goals with our deepest values, our deepest aspirations, and our vision for our lives. So, unlike um my mind just went completely blank. So unlike traditional goal setting approaches, they focus on solely those external markers of success, right? Rather than intentional goal setting, which invites us to dive deeper into our hearts and into our minds so that we can really uncover the things that light us up and bring us the fulfillment we desire. So, one of the key foundations of intentional goal setting is clarity. Right. Before you can even start setting meaningful goals, you have to first figure out what your values are. You have to figure out what your priorities are and what your vision is for your life. Without that clarity, it's going to be very difficult for you to create meaningful goals. So, in order for you to gain that clarity, it's going to require you to do some introspection. It's going to require you to do some reflection and probably even a little soul searching so that you can explore what truly matters to you and what kind of life you want to create. Another essential aspect of intentional goal setting is alignment, right? So once you have clarity around what your values are, what your vision is, then you can start to align your goals with those guideposts, right? Because they serve as your guideposts. And so this means that you're going to ensure that your goals are not only in line with your values and your aspirations, but support your overall well-being and fulfillment, right? Sometimes the goals that we set for ourselves once we achieve them, they don't really provide us with the fulfillment we want because we didn't first do that check-in to make sure it sounded good, right? It looked good, it sounded good. But then when we got there, we're like, oh, I don't really like this. This doesn't, it's just kind of meh, right? So when you align your goals with your deepest desires and intentions, you're going to feel more motivated, more inspired, and fulfilled as you work towards achieving them, right? And the final thing that I want to emphasize about intentional goal setting is, guess what? Intentionality, right? It's not enough to just simply set goals and hope for the best, right? We have to approach our goal setting process with intention and purpose. This means being mindful and deliberate with your goal setting efforts. It means taking time to set goals that resonate with you on a very deep level, and make sure that they align with your values and your life vision. So by infusing your goals with intentionality, you can then create this roadmap, if you will, to success that's both meaningful and fulfilling. All right. So next week, we're going to dive into the benefits of setting goals that are aligned with our values and our vision, and how intentional goal setting can lead to greater success and well being in all the areas of our lives. So stay tuned, and I will see you again back here next week for another edition of Balanced Bites. Have an amazing day.